So Nathan, it's finished 2-2 here against Darlington this afternoon, and a very good workout for your side there.
Really happy with it. We wanted it to be a tough workout for us. It was that. Obviously, the team above us there start the season next week. But yeah, we've got exactly what we needed out of the game.
Yeah, in terms of how the game panned out, obviously being 2-0 down quite early on, it wasn't the ideal start, but after that, it seemed to really grow into the game, Whitby.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that kind of comes from square pegs and round holes, really. The amount of lads we've got missing today, too many of our biggest centre halves, if you like. Experience, we were missing a lot of experience today with 5 players out, but we weren't too bothered about the defensive side of the game today. Because of that, we've had to pull Bully out of retirement to play him. But yeah, poor goal. But it happens. It was a bit of a fluke, the first one, and the second one's a routine corner with obviously Wheater heading the ball. I mean, he's a big lad. He's got a good chance to win that against anyone. But we're certainly on the back foot first 15 minutes. But after that, I think everything was positive.
And you mentioned about Bully coming back to play when he probably said he wouldn't ever do it again. But get through 90 minutes into fair, pretty solid at the back as well.
He had to with that shot at the back. He had to, and it wouldn't be fair on putting a young lad out there playing against Beck and Hazel. 2 experienced professionals in essence. So he played, he showed obviously his experience. His legs might not be there, but his mind tells him what to do, and he leads by example. And he's had a great game today. Like you say, you've got to give him a lot of credit playing 90 minutes. He hasn't probably played for 6 months.
No. And in terms of how Whitby got back into the game, it was Brad Fewster once again with the goal, and once again showing how sharp he is to racing behind the defence there.
He's took it really well, and that's something we work on a lot in training, getting behind defences. He's arced his run well, and it was a great ball as well. So he's finished it. I think he only had one place he could put it, and he put it on a postage stamp. So I think the keeper had a chance with it. But it's great to see Brad scoring goals, and on the day he could have probably had another 3 or 4.
And in terms of how the start of the second half as well, Brad did have a couple more chances. That's probably been a disappointment for him and the team, the fact he just couldn't put those away as well.
Yeah, 2 sides of the coin. We could be disappointed we haven't put them away. We need to be clinical. I'd rather that happen in a friendly game. But the positive is we're creating chances, and we're carving teams open. Teams above us, Darlington are a good team, well invested, and they're going to have a strong season next season. So for us, it's really positive that we're getting in behind teams like that, and the things that we're doing in training are coming off.
Yeah, and then that second goal coming from Nicky Walker, getting his first Whitby goal, and obviously he came into the squad a bit late at the start of pre-season, but slowly but surely getting a lot sharper and looking good in front of goal. Yeah,
it's going to take a bit of time. He came into pre-season really late, but it's all about winding him up and getting him ready for the first game of the season. He's doing that. We've seen a gradual step in his game. Each 45 he's played, we've got him to 60, 65 today. Took his goal brilliantly off the back of a really good patient move as well. So yeah, real positive that.
Yeah, and in terms of the character of the team, we saw a few weeks ago against Middlesbrough the flip side of the coin, Whitby 2-0 up and getting pegged back to 2-0. But today, doing that as well against as you mentioned, experienced players, team from the division above it takes some character to do that.
Yeah, I mean it swings and roundabouts. Pre-season's a bit of a mixed bag because you're changing it, you're changing shapes, you're bringing players on. Today we've had a lot of players missing today, but the good thing is, the positive thing is, it shows character. It shows character, and you're going to get that in games during the season where you might go 1 or 2 down and you've got to come back. So yeah, that's a good sign for me and Bully to see that. But yeah, I think it's just it's a sign of what this squad are about. To be honest, they're a strong group, and they're looking very fit at the moment.
Yeah, and it keeps the unbeaten pre-season record as well, going to that final game at Brighouse next week, and again a different type of test against a side just from the division below us.
Yeah. Well, it's the unbeaten run. Yeah, you can say it's a plus, but the important thing is with pre-season we've been tested in every area, and I think the stage we're at now, with a couple of weeks till the season starting and only Brighouse to go, I think we've had that. I think we've had as much as we can get from pre-season. Teams below us, where we've got possession, teams above us like Middlesbrough and Darlington, where we're going to have to sustain spells of pressure. But we've dealt with it really well. So yeah, it's a massive plus. It breeds confidence, of course it does. But the test is, the acid test is obviously getting into the first game of the season and producing the results that we want.
Yeah, and hopefully as well next week a couple more bodies back in terms of defensive areas in particular.
Yeah, we'll be getting there. We'll have a couple back next week. A few lads are still carrying knocks, which will be tight for the deadline, obviously for the first game of the season. So yeah, I think what you'll see next week is as close as to a squad as what we're going to get ready for the season, hopefully.
Thanks.
All right.